some end-of-year awards and could hit 1,400 yards this week. It's the Snowhawks and the Jaguars, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Snowhawks of Melbourne. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, think about this Melbourne club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway here down under. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
On play action, Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Rodgers now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rodgers' throw here taken in by Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On first down, it's Herbert. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin with career touchdown number 75. And the Snowhawks have cut it back within a score. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? is almost like the body blows, the setup punt.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Rodgers going to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Rodgers. Open man right side is St. Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown Jaguars. David Montgomery. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a quarterback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try to discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Herbert on first down now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Here's 3rd and 10. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks have got it back to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Rodgers. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Start with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He stiff arms him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the final tally. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Pass complete, David Montgomery the target. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals. but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Looking downfield for Godwin. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Herbert back to the air. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And quickly they get to the line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Snowhawks are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Young. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every
every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber will drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Rodgers. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 14-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. A monster game, so... He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there. There he goes left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, Herbert. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. Back now here on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5 as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Snowhawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Montgomery, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Herbert now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Snowhawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And bulldozing his way through. Still fighting for more. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Baylor Tigers. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, 29 yards. And the Snowhawks have got it back to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, a little over a minute and a half remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's 2nd down and 3. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Herbert going to throw. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and then some. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. When they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Able to complete it to Montgomery. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my French way. Now it's like worth for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the car going ahead, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the car going ahead, they be like, oh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors.